Okay, hello, fellow humans. We are now episode 17. It is late May, it coming in early June, and I told you guys in the 2 episodes ago that I would give you an update on what was going on with Julie. So Julie and I applied for a visa. And we're sitting around since December waiting on, early January, waiting on this visa. And sitting there waiting on the mail, waiting. Well, guess what? We finally got a visa. So now it's time to make a game plan. Well, about this time, Stephen is graduating from high school. Well, Stephen didn't graduate till like the 3rd of June, so we had to stay behind. So we came up with this great game plan, and the Wilson brothers here are definitely ready to meet Julie. So our game plan is for her to fly in and us to fly in and to meet somewhere and get to Montana. So Julie gets her tickets, and her family have joined her, and they all head to Manila to the airport. So here's her family in the airport, nieces and nephews, and, her mom and brothers, sisters, in-laws, everybody's there. So you see these pictures, and here's another photograph, and I'm pretty sure that Kurt has fallen asleep and that Arlene has grown a 3rd leg. All right, and more photographs. This is Julie's older brother and Victor and his family. And her sister-in-law, Rona Mae, and Kurt. Look, it looks like he's awake for a minute. So there's her mother and nephew. And she has sent me this picture that she is in the airport, and there's her Delta flight waiting on her. So she, again, is in the Philippines, in Manila, ready to head out. So she is headed for Tokyo. So she hits the Tokyo International Airport, and she's there and just landed. She sent me a picture, let me know she's there. And looks like she's going to walk through the airport and maybe do a little shopping. So after that, this is her next flight. This flight is going to bring her to, Detroit, Michigan. So this is where she finally touched down here in Detroit. The way her flights worked, this is now, she's left the Philippines on June 5th, and this is still June 5th because you're actually flying back in time. So she got in somewhat late and, was walking through. She's headed to immigration, go through, and looks like she's entering the United States, as you can see the flag there. So anyway, she had to spend the night. And, here's the next morning. She's up. It's a rainy day. She's ready to take off. And where is she headed? She is headed to Salt Lake City. You can see the mountains in the background of the airport. And this is where we're to meet up. So the game plan is for Julie and the boys and I to all meet up in Salt Lake City. And the game plan is for us to meet at McDonald's. Well, there's Julie, sitting at the McDonald's in the Salt Lake City airport, waiting on us. And that's the first time I saw her in the United States and the first time the boys met her. So we jumped on a plane and we were headed for Billings Logan International Airport. So Billings, here we come. So we touched down at Billings and we head to the ranch. Well, the minute we get to the ranch, we want to thank Mary, our neighbor, for introducing us. And so we stopped by her house, and she was not home. They weren't there. So we took this picture by her front door and sent it to her like surprise, surprise, because we didn't tell Mary anything about any of this. I think she was extremely surprised to see Julie standing at her front door in this picture. So she called immediately, and they talked for a while. So we've been there for a little while, and now my dad and his new wife, Kathy, have decided to come up for a visit. So I said, sure, come on up, meet Julie, and, let's go check out Yellowstone. So we rented a Suburban, and we all jumped in it, and we headed for Cody, Wyoming. and as well as they did. So there's my dad and Kathy, and we head to the Cody in Cody, Wyoming. Great resort / hotel, and took a little video here of the fireplace that's outside that they light up every single night. So it's the next morning. Julie's up and dressed and ready to head for her Yellowstone adventure. So the minute we get into Yellowstone, this is what we see. Here's that Lake Mary again. Beautiful, beautiful lake. So some waterfalls. These waterfalls are just fantastic. And this is the walkway around Old Faithful. So we all decided to stay at Old Faithful for a little while and wait for it to erupt. You can see it's kind of spitting and sputtering. And if memory serves me right, this changes over the years, but I think it's like every 67 minutes or 87 minutes. I think maybe it's 87 minutes. I'd have to look that up. I don't know. So we stuck around and, waited and finally got the eruption here. And it was pretty fantastic. So I think we ate and we went back out to watch it again. So here's a picture of some buffalo on the side of a hill. Here's a buffalo laying in the dirt. They dust themselves to keep parasites and everything off of them. And so that's why he's laying in the sandy soil. Wind picked up on the lake a little bit and blowing in some waves. So still a little bit of snow up there. Again, this is June, probably mid-June, something like that there in Yellowstone. But, there's still snow on top of the mountains. And here's a picture of Yellowstone. The sign coming into it. So, and here's the boys. And you can notice Chase has on his favorite t-shirt that David gave him, which is the Bell America Bell Bonds shirt. So another picture of a buffalo. You can see the fur is coming off, so they're getting rid of their winter coat, shedding pretty hard. So, and this monolith was pretty cool, so I decided to stop, take a picture of it. And here's Julie and I overlooking a river right past the waterfall. So I don't know why this picture was taken of me. I guess to show how much I need to be on a diet. So now we're back at the ranch, and my dad and Kathy have gone. They've flown back to San Antonio, Texas, where they live. And I don't know, we decided that, it was hot outside and we're going back to the Bighorn Resort and let's do a little swimming.
You're keeping me on. Yeah, I'm strapped in, stuck in a song you can't turn off. Like a merry-go-round, my head is spinning. I see you rapping about, I'm sure as hell not. Cause in my mind we're smiling on the dance floor, late nights getting dipping like we're on our own run. Got no worries, no, cause we're so young. We were so young. We're in your car singing crazy to the radio. I remember it like time's been frozen still. Oh, had no worries, no, we were so young. We were so young. Now you're long gone.
Moving on. So about a week later, some awesome friends of mine, David and Deanna, decide they're going to come up and visit. So they jumped on a plane and rented a car and up they came. Well, this is a windmill coming into the ranch. When you get off the main road onto the ranch road, this is the windmill. So Deanna snapped a great picture of it. Here's some more pictures they took. This is on our ranch. She's just taking pictures of the ranch. So here's a picture of David jumping on the Massimo side by side, and they were just driving around the property. So here's a picture of Deanna with the ranch in the background, and nice rock. This is on the south side of the property, so great rocky area. So, well, as you can see, Chase is, from this picture of Chase, he's pretty dirty. So he's been out mowing grass with the new lawnmower, and David decided that he wanted to turn, so he talked Chase into giving him a turn on it. So somehow we got a flat tire, and it looks like we're airing it up. So looks like we're off to Wes's shop, tire shop, to get this thing fixed. And here's a picture of David on the lawnmower, getting pretty filthy. Yep, he's covered in dust. So from head to toe, we're laughing about it. So that lawnmower is great, but it will kick up a hell of a dust storm. And he decided to take the four-wheeler and go off to the south side because he saw something. And what he saw was this antler. So, and it was on a pretty steep hill. And he actually flipped the four-wheeler over. And we were wondering why he was gone so long. He had a hard time getting it flipped back up. Glad he didn't get hurt. I'd like to make note of one thing. Before David and Deanna drove back to the airport and flew home, Deanna took it upon herself to grab a bunch of paint and paint the garage. So she probably painted like 75% of that garage. So the front, the back, around the window trims, I mean, it's brown and white, and she grabbed a paintbrush and got after it. So thanks to them for coming up for a visit, mowing grass, painting things. I mean, it was just awesome. So sure glad they were here. So now they've gone home and flown back to Texas. And so here's a picture of Julie's new dress. Well, as you can see, it's about 111 degrees. And it is hot. For some reason, this entire summer it's been hot. So we get on Amazon and we find this pool. So we got this thing, and I believe it was, as you can see, it says free shipping 4 days. Yeah, by mid-June we had this thing, and we were out there putting this thing together. And we filled it up. And it was great to be able to jump in it and cool off. The only problem was, it was so hot out there and the sun was so bad that we ended up having to get our pop-up canopy, and throwing it up as well. And as you can see, here's the canopy, and now we're in the pool, and so you can get out in the sun for a little while and then get in the shade. Get out in the sun, back in the shade. Definitely got to have some shade on that thing too. And there's the Wilson brothers enjoying, having a good time. And here is my darling Julie. And I knew she was a keeper when we were working on this particular T-post for a reason. And she just grabbed it and got down there and started grinding away. You can see in this little short 7-second video. So, yep, after that I knew she was the one for me. So, and here's a very scary video for me. This is Julie driving for the first time. And she's actually driving around the switchback. The boys are out in the pool and cleaning it out. As you can see, the canopy's gone because a big wind took it, and I think it belongs to our neighbor now. I don't know that we ever saw that thing again. So Chase decided to grab a beer bottle that got left behind and fill it up with water, take it out there, so it made it look like he was drinking a beer in the swimming pool. But it's not a beer. And that's it, guys. So we will see you guys next time on episode 18. Hope you enjoyed it. I know it takes a second to hit that thumbs up button. I hope hope I told the story okay. I hope you liked it. So, and we'll continue to keep on putting these videos out. Thanks for being here.